Hey guys, Joe here, and welcome to our Runescape podcast. It's featuring Muraku, aka Josh, Sean, aka Todd, and IB, aka Skylar, and obviously myself, Gio, well, aka Zafranet.
Hooray! So basically, we're going to be talking about a couple things today, and the first thing I really wanted to talk about was the fight kiln, since it was kind of like the most recent update in the last behind the scenes. So I haven't really been there. I did the quest. It was pretty easy, but I know that Sean and Gio have been and actually did the entire fight kiln. So what do you guys
Yeah,
think of it?
I thought it was probably the best update of last month. It was definitely the best thing that came out for me because I was really looking forward to it when I saw that they were doing this whole new fire cape, and obviously they talked about it at RuneFest last year. And I went there on the day it came out, and I managed to get to wave like 19, I think, and I had no idea what I was doing, and I actually died because I disconnected. But then I actually went back and did it again and managed to do that, and that was really cool. And yeah.
How many waves are actually in it?
30.
37.
Yeah.
Oh,
37, yeah. Yeah, sorry, 37.
yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Coupled with the update, the graphic update was awesome. But I thought it was a little easy and probably too much of a drag. I mean, the first time I got to the final wave, but ran out of resources. Although the first time I did it, I was like, what the fuck, Jad? And then when you see double Jad, because I didn't watch any videos or live streams, I just went straight into it, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, the Jad really scared me. I was like, what is that? And then all the attacks had obviously been changed, and I'd never seen that before.
It's quite good, but if you've mastered Jad, then it's not that difficult.
Yeah.
Like
I
the
think
fight
it's 7
caves.
Jads in it, which is quite a lot.
I found more of a step up from normal RuneScape to the fight caves than from the fight caves to the fight kiln, strangely.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't exactly in the caves, but I was watching not podcasts, but live streams at the time. And I was watching Castle Wars and Rune Shark and all them just doing it, and then I saw Castle Wars get it, so I think I could basically do it if I had the levels to do it. And well, I could do it with my current gear. Just I need the stats, but I can't wait to be able to attempt it.
Well, the kit doesn't exactly look great, but
yeah.
I mean, it's okay.
I think they might be changing it.
Yeah, I think pretty sure they confirmed in the Q&A.
They've changed a lot of armor recently, and a lot of people thought it was going to come with the graphical update that recently happened, but a lot of people are unhappy with it not having like a particle effect or an animation effect or something. And I'm pretty sure they're going to have like a purple glow or something coming off the end of it or something.
Yeah.
I know. I don't know how I'd feel about a purple glow coming off of a cape, but
yeah, but that's like the whole film of the theme of the kiln, though, the purpleness.
Yeah. So. What are those guys called again? I forget what the
TokHaar.
TokHaar, yeah. Or TokHaar, yeah. I don't know what the hell. Did you guys find any like problems fighting the Har-Aken?
No.
Oh, the final boss is actually really easy for me. I got quite lucky with the spawns.
Especially if you use a crystal. I used the magic crystals and just dominated it. The defense put me down a little bit, but with the magic crystal, it dies in a few minutes if you get the tentacles nice and fast.
I think I actually did it in like a few minutes. Yeah, well, I was using Storm Varmdale, so it just completely wrecked him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How exactly do you have to go about fighting the boss? Because I've only seen a little bit in not podcasts. I keep saying podcasts, live streams.
There's kind of different tactics. I think what most people do is they just stick to the sides and kind of guess where they think he's going to spawn, which is kind of what I did. I just killed a few of the tentacles, kind of just tanked out a bit. But as I said, I got lucky because I didn't actually get that many tentacles spawning, so I didn't really use any supplies.
Isn't it
just waited for him?
Where he's looking, he will spawn next?
Yeah, that's what people have said, but apparently it's not always consistent. But
yeah, when I did it, I didn't think it was consistent. But yeah, I just maged the mage tentacles and then attacked him. I ignored the ranged tentacles. I suppose you could have also meleeed the ranged tentacles off.
What were you wearing? Gano and Praying Range?
I wear Ganodermic, yeah.
Yeah, Gano and Praying Range.
I've heard that's like one of the best things to do.
Yeah.
Were you guys armor storming or?
Yeah. Well, I tri-breeded the whole thing, but on the boss it was
I did bring tri-breed, but I barely used anything but Storm Varmdale, really.
Because it's good to use a tri-breed because whenever Jad spawns, he's weak to whatever he spawns with.
I
didn't know that.
That's like the general consensus anyway. People seem to think he's weak to what he spawns with, so...
I think
that's why
the first Jad is weak to melee, and then I don't know how it exactly works, but there's different weaknesses of each one of the Jads up until the 2 Jads, but then
Yeah,
during each after each sequential like Jad, there's like waves of those types of creatures or something, or that those types of creatures lead up to that Jad. I forget how it works. Like I said, I haven't been there really. Did you guys find any problems with the last wave or the last wave before the Har-Aken thing with the 2
That's the
Jads?
double jab. No,
that's
that's
one
really
of the
easy.
easiest
Just,
waves
yeah,
because you just safe spot them. So.
yeah. Just
Well, they're
safe
not
spot.
safe spotted as such, but I mean the load, so you only fight one at a time.
Yeah.
That's so bad. I was really hoping for like a double Jad fight with like no.
Even
That would
fighting
be
two,
ridiculous, though.
I don't know. With the absorption you've got, you might be alright, especially with the crystals, the invulnerability.
I saw
Well, I
Because
remember
people.
when
watching.
Castlewas did it, he fought on
Yeah,
both.
he just sat there in full tour of a divine, just like completely tanking it out. That was just kind of showing the power of it. I think he was on like he's using the Constitution crystal as well, so he had a lot higher health. But
I didn't even know. I don't know about the crystals. What type of crystals are there?
Yeah.
there's invulnerability. I think it makes you invulnerable for 15 seconds. There's Constitution, which just boosts your max Constitution, I think, to like a ridiculously high number. I think if you have like Pernix or Torva or any of the next items, I think you can boost over 2,000 health or something ridiculous. And then there's one that restores your prayer and health as well, I believe.
Then you've got the power up crystal, so the strength on,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that has a negative effect on your range and your mage, and etc. for the other ones. They're really useless apart from the mage one, which is useful on the final Jad if you mage them in the final wave.
So
Yeah.
the mage one, I'm guessing, lowers your defense and higher your mage and other.
Yeah, it lowers your attack and strength as well, I believe.
Yeah.
So you really don't want to use one of them crystals and start tri-breeding, else it's going to be a waste.
What's the frequency of them, or how do you even obtain them? Do you just drop on the ground during the
They
wave?
Pretty sure
drop
it's
at the
one
end
every
of the
2 waves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, they're
I
not
didn't
random
pick
either.
that up. Yeah.
Well, that's good. Well, I don't know when I'll be trying that out, but when I do, I'm probably gonna have to like, I don't even know. I can't really borrow anything, so I'm gonna have to like get my own gears. It's gonna suck, but so
It's really not that hard. So you can do it with quite low stats and stuff. I mean, one
Yeah.
defense peers have done it, so
I quite
Oh, yeah,
cracked
I've seen
it, but
that.
the second time I was harassing Roger to give me his divine to do it, and then I found it really easy with the divine. I had so much left over when I used the divine.
what did you guys think of the quest before the actual fight Kiln?
didn't really pay attention and just kind of spammed it through. It was
Good, but
okay.
fast and short. Very short.
I kind of actually enjoyed that quest because of all the combat that's in it. Because I'm kind of like a
Yeah.
combat junkie, so I like killing new monsters and like unique stuff. So I didn't find it too hard, but it was kind of interesting to fight some of the newer creatures from the fight Kiln.
Yeah.
I don't think they're to full level, but it was pretty interesting.
The early bird bonus was really nice also from
Yeah, that
completing
was
it.
ridiculous. Got a
Yeah,
really
the
big
the
reward
early
from
bird
that.
bonuses, that's like a new thing from Jagex. They're just like trying to get people to try to test out their content sooner or something. I don't even know.
Yeah, it's kind of odd, but I guess whatever. Free XP for us.
I suppose
Yep.
it's also a faster way for them to find bugs if they got this bigger influx of people doing the update straight away.
Yeah.
They get to find the bugs almost straight away as well.
And it wasn't like a piddly amount of EXP that you got from that quest either. When it doubled, it was actually a really good amount of EXP that you got.
Yeah, there's a couple hundred K XP or more that I got with the early bird bonus.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think it's like 100k mage XP and then like some book that gives you like 100k in whatever combat skill you want, or
Yeah.
other than summoning and prayer, I think.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I got a range
And
up
you-
off that.
You also got an
Me
early
too.
bird bonus if you got to wave 30.
Yeah,
On
I
the,
never,
Oh,
fight
yeah,
Kiln,
yeah.
I never
which is
made
nice
it
as
there.
well.
I don't think I could have made it to wave 30 because you got to go through the dills, and
Oh, they're annoying.
yeah, the
That was
dills
kind of
is-
annoying.
That's
But
one of the
again,
hardest
it's just
waves.
birds, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that
Here's
a lot
the-
of people struggle with that wave because of their special attack that damages you basically no matter what your absorption or defenses are.
Hmm.
So it's kind of annoying. I like when I go for it, I'm really gonna be scared that I'm gonna get dropped because I'm not gonna have like next gear or divine or Elysian or anything like that. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna
You
have,
really
like-
don't need it. It's just that's kind of it helps, but you don't need it.
Yeah.
Can you like safe spot the dills?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to run around a little bit and you will get hit by them before you've done it.
Yeah.
Unless you have dread nips, you can just sit there and kind of
Yeah, and
let
I
the dread
don't
nips
have
Dread nips
dread
work
nips.
on them.
Yeah, you can, because you know you have to mind them, like to take their shield down. you can just attack them once and get your Dreadnought to kill them. And they actually hit a lot, like Dreadnought hits like 300s. That's really cool.
Wow.
Sounds like I need to get some Dreadnoughts before I go in there then.
Yeah, that's what I did before.
That's a
Dreadnought
lot of
jabs.
Dominion Tower, though.
But that brings us on to the next update, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. So, have any of you guys actually been to the Dominion Tower since the update?
Yeah, I was like, because as I said, I got the Dreadnoughts just before the fight kiln, so this was kind of like a middle finger in the face to me, really, because I spent all that time getting them,
Through
and
the
then they
intros,
update it, make it better. So yeah, you could turn off the stupid introduction animation and all that to make it so much faster. Like, oh my god, it's so much nicer now. But
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really need to go there anymore, so.
Well, I've really only used it as a training spot, obviously. The Decaying Avatar is
Yeah,
a
I saw
training
your
spot.
guide on that.
But otherwise, I mean, I've probably killed about 60 bosses cumulative, so nowhere near the gloves or anything like that. But it's a good training spot otherwise, even if just going through the tower, progressing through the tower, you can get a decent amount of melee experience from the rewards as well.
Yeah.
I actually kind of waited, because I knew they were going to do something like this. I actually kind of waited till they did this to try to get anywhere near my gloves, and I got a good 100 boss kills in about an hour and a half, so that's pretty good. That's really, really fast compared to how it used to be, if you guys remember.
Yeah, I mean, before this update, the Dominion Tower was just dead content. I think it was really dead within a week of it coming out, just because everyone found it so frustrating. This is about time. A bit late, but better than ever, I say.
I kind of saw it as like a comparison to what is it, mobilizing armies, where no one really plays that as a mini game.
Yeah.
People just go there to get their eye rings or invoked
Exactly,
rings,
yeah.
so that they
At
can.
least that's AFK though.
Yeah, well, some of the bosses on
AFK?
yeah, it is.
Mobilizing armies.
Yeah, you just task your guys on the wall and then just suicide after like 10 minutes or so or whatever.
Wait, you still get
Yeah.
ranked for doing it? I'm confused.
Yeah, you get ranked for doing it like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
That's how people do it. If that's how they do it in the world, if you go, no one actually plays. Or there are
So,
people who
yeah.
actually play, but they're douchebags. Just kidding.
It is
How
like
many
a
of you
slow
tried Sunfree?
Yeah, that's what I was
Nope.
gonna say.
some freaks a fucker.
Have you
See?
fought him?
Yeah,
tried it,
I
yeah.
mean, the first time I went in, died within 10 seconds, I think.
Oh, crap.
I just stood there in the flames. I was like, this can't kill me. Oh, shit.
Have you seen the video of Raji raging at Sunfreet?
Yeah, I saw a couple of rage videos. Actually.
It's funny.
I seen. Is that a completionist cape requirement? It is, isn't it? Because you need your Dominion
Yeah.
mark
Yeah.
5 or 4 or whatever, and you have to defeat Sunfreet to get that again. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of a kick in the teeth for them if they're not good at fighting bosses. But I found that his combat tactics were pretty predictable, and all it was is just a tank test, really. Because I mean, the tail whip and the fire breath and all that, or whatever, it's pretty easy to avoid. So all you got to do is just tank it out. But I did see Runeshark, Simon from Runeshark got dropped with like Torva Divine.
Oh,
He
wow.
Well, he's
couldn't
a
do
noob,
it.
so
The first inventory, he could not do it. He had to bring, I think he brought 4-dose brews instead of 6-dose brews. I forget. I haven't seen the video in a while. I think it was a live stream actually. I don't remember.
I find some freak way more tricky than the fight kill. I mean, it's not as long or grinding or, much effort, but I found it more tricky to kill generally than any monsters in the fight kill or any waves there.
Yeah, I think that the fight kiln and the fight caves are kind of similar in the fact that they're kind of just like a grind, honestly. Because after you do it the first time, it's just like nothing new, and you just do it. And there you
Yeah,
go.
I
whereas-
guess. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't even know what I was going to
I'd
say.
say, I guess because with Sunfree you can just kind of just rock up and take him on. So it's not a big, it's not really matter if you die because you just bank, get more supplies and go again. But if you die at the end of fight kiln, there's a bit of rage involved.
Yeah, it was nice to see a boss that you could just go straight in on without, any prerequisites. And then you build up to it. If you died, you could just go straight back in and do it again.
Can you just
Yeah.
go in and fight it?
Yeah.
I thought you had to get to the top floor before you could fight it, and it's true.
No, I thought they were going to do that. I thought they were going to
Oh.
add like a top floor boss, but they didn't, oddly.
That'd be
But that's interesting.
interesting if I tried that and saw if I could do it. Probably not, but yeah. What do you guys think of the ability to trade in items for EXP books in the Dominion Tower now?
Thank God. Like, really. Just your bank gets spammed by all that scorpion meat and all the weapons and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, I guess that's good. Oh, books fell off.
And it's great because it makes it a place you can train, a viable place to train combat without relying on other players not swamping the world. It's a training spot that's not controlled by how many other players are trying to train there as well, because obviously it's
Yeah.
instance-based for each person.
I
So
think. Well, sorry. Go ahead.
more than a minigame, basically. That's what they've made it.
Yeah, it's actually a viable place to train.
Yeah.
There's been a couple little training methods that have been around on there, isn't there? There's the one that you made the guide about, where you
The
could
decaying avatar.
kill the decaying
Yeah.
avatar, and then there was another one with this demon that kept recharging its health or something, and
Yeah.
you could just fight it endlessly.
Oh, the vampire. You could range him.
Well, yeah, you
I'm
could
pretty
do
sure there was one
vampires,
for
yeah.
chin chompers as well. One that you could chin chomper.
Yeah, you could chin chomp with the what
Evil
they call it,
chickens,
the
right?
evil chickens. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've actually taken on that challenge, and I got utterly raped because I didn't pray mage. I was just like, I'm not gonna pray mage. Or no, they don't have it to where you can have mage. So you just go in there and you think, hey, it's just evil chickens. There's only like 30 of them, and then you're dead.
So with Elvarg, like the day it came out, I rocked up. I was like, yes, gonna finally just own Elvarg. I'm gonna have the last laugh here. And
No
then
shield.
I forgot to bring an anti-fire shield. I got
And he just
ripped.
rocks your world,
And I
right?
was like, what the fuck? Dying to Elvarg at 137 combat? That's embarrassing.
Yeah, he has a special attack I didn't even know about. He like lowers your stats and your hit points when
Yeah,
he hits you.
I
with his
don't
fire
remember
breath.
that.
I didn't.
Maybe they added that.
I thought he just had the regular fire breath attack if you didn't have your shield on. I hate to be the noob with like 40 HP that goes in there without the shield, thinking that they don't need it and just get one hit. Because it's like 2 fireballs. One hits you one amount of damage, and the other one hits you another amount of damage. So it just combos you. It's pretty cool, actually.
Are there any actual rewards from killing Sunfree, or is it just?
No,
Yeah,
other
yeah.
than towards your completion escape, I believe. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And boost your
And-
ego.
Yeah, self-achievement. I just killed some free.
I don't know if I'll find it that hard after I have overloads, to be honest. But I'm kind of like a PVM person, so that's what I do on this game.
Yeah.
So.
I really enjoy PVM as well.
But did any of you guys actually fight the lower form of Sunfree before you fought the
No.
actual one?
No, I still haven't done it at all.
I think I saw a video of some guy just like 2-hitting it or something. He's just like, why would they even put? I guess it helps get people prepared for it, just to see what its attack styles are and stuff. But for a noob, I think even a noob with like full rune and a rune simi could just pretty much rock Sunfree at that level. But I think that, well, that's about it for the Dominion Tower, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing else has really been changed.
Yeah, there's nothing else happened really.
Good ways to train prayer and stuff there now. That's about it. So
Yeah, just an overdue update, to be honest.
So
Good.
I guess we'll move on to my personal favorite update that they did, the
My
Effigy
least
Nerf.
favorite.
What?
The Effigy Nerf. Oh
Your
my
favorite?
gosh.
As in,
sarcasm.
you support. Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say.
It was sarcasm. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
That you catch on to
Okay.
that.
So they did this with one of the updates. I think they did this with the Dominion Tower update, didn't they? They put it in the other news. Like it was just kind of like, you can no longer have more than 3 effigies, and effigies are now
It
It
rarer.
wasn't with the fight kiln update actually.
Yeah, the fight killing is what it came
Oh,
out
okay.
with.
I think
Yeah.
their logic was we'll put out some really cool content, and then the
Yeah,
minute that people
cover
get
up
their guard
for it,
down,
yeah.
we'll just like, all right, we'll build it up and make it seem awesome, and then the minute that they get to the bottom and they're like, yeah, I'm ready to go kill this new thing, and they're like, oh, effigies. Oh, I have 150 effigies in my bank. Fuck.
Then they just quit RS right there.
Yeah, no, like how many people actually attempted the cape? They were more worried about all their effigies just like disappearing or something, getting to their bank and seeing if they were still there. That's what I was worried about.
Yeah.
Oh, that
People
would
were
be brilliant
saying-
if they just removed all the effigies as well. God.
Oh, all but 5 in your bank of like the highest form too. So you only have like Gorch effigies in your bank.
The problem is for refugees, though, for people who do a lot of PVM like myself, you've really got nothing to do with them because requesting assist takes a long time. You can trade them in at Rock Museum, but you get like 5k XP. There should be a way to open them, an alternative way to open them,
There
I
should be
think.
an NPC that you can either pay money to do or
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
obviously you
know-
don't get the XP for it, but I think there should be an alternative way to get the lamp out of it.
Yeah, because most players nowadays charge to open up effigies because they're so rare.
Yeah, I hate people who do that. It's down like offering 99 construction 200k. I'm just like, really?
It really doesn't
So I
make
always go to
sense though.
crafting.
It really
Yeah,
does not, because like I can understand back a while ago when there was a lot of demand for people that had those skills, but now that the demand's gone down, you'd think that those people wouldn't ask for a charge.
yeah,
They just want the
exactly.
EXP for
Just
free, you know? It's free
yeah.
Yeah.
EXP.
The worst thing was that I got so fed up. Actually, was like, okay, I'm just gonna give this person 100k for a construction assist. Gave him 100k and then logged out.
Wow.
I was just like, wow, really? Okay,
What a
fine,
bastard.
whatever. Yeah. It's just like, I had a little laugh, just like, well, okay, at least 100k is nothing to me, but a lot to him, obviously. So whatever.
I know there was that the method that was it was used, it was like overused, I guess the word would be.
The mummies,
And
yeah,
mummies, yeah.
yeah.
I
I guess
actually
that
went to
really
get a
made him
gift
think.
myself.
I didn't
Yeah,
ever.
I
Sorry.
saw a
Yeah.
comment saying this was the method that single-handedly nerfed effigies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
perhaps.
I don't think well, one of my friends told me about the mummy place, and they were like, oh, you should come over here and start farming on these mummies, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna farm effigies that way because I think it's kind of exploiting a bug in the game, because I'm pretty sure that they didn't mean to put in a mummy that is one hit that can drop effigies like really fast, like 1 per hour on average. I mean, that's kind of ridiculous. I don't even get that at Glaciers sometimes, and the
Yeah. See,
Glaciers
I
are hard to
think
get to. Sorry.
I think they actually said somewhere that they did do that intentionally, but then I guess they then realized it was ridiculous and a lot of people were doing it. That maybe they should have done.
Yeah.
They should do the Effigy Nerf. So yeah, I guess they did know about the method for quite some time, but they just kind of, I guess, because loads of people started posting videos and stuff on it, so obviously loads of people found out, and then it got crowded and people started using that. So I guess that's what
Training-
probably led to it.
If you just hoarded effigies through the mummies, that was actually faster EXP per hour if you use all the lamps on runecrafting than actually runecrafting, is what I've heard.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
But now
Uh,
after the nerf, it wouldn't be that way.
Same thing with like Suomi's spot where he just sits there and camps
Cave
cave
crawlers.
crawlers all day. He got more EXP per day than a lot of people did just from effigies. He got over 4 mil XP per day,
Yeah.
and that's nuts just from effigies.
Yeah, I can
He
see
wasn't
the
putting him
argument
up.
against them, but
Yeah, he opened them as he got them too. So
Yeah.
I don't.
But the
think
problem
this
is,
really
so many
helped.
people already got advantages from effigies, like Suomi, you know.
Yeah,
Then they're
exactly.
suddenly gone. Well,
Yeah.
not gone, but as opposed to what they were.
very
I think
late
that
update.
the if it would have just been the 5 per bank, that wouldn't have been that bad.
Yeah.
But since they nerfed that rate, that really just killed like any kind of effigying or saving of them that
Yeah.
you could have possibly done. Even if they would have done the 5 thing, I still would have had the skill, and I still would have had to get all these skills that I'm getting right now. But I would still have that chance of getting those effigies that I would have from like Glaciers and stuff, and I could have just opened them on the spot, you know. And for
Yeah.
higher level players, that should be the way it is, because some of the skills in the game are boring. Runecrafting's boring. Agility's really boring. Farming is kind of hard to train. It just takes a long time. You know, it's skills like that that people want to use effigies in. They shouldn't have. They should have the choice to train the skills if they don't want to. I mean, honestly, who wants to sit there and grind runecrafting for 190 hours?
Yeah,
I
but
don't.
if
Yeah.
players want to circumvent the normal training methods, it shouldn't be so fast. Like effigies are a good way to circumvent how you usually train it. Circumvent the conventional way to train it, but it shouldn't be so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You shouldn't be able to train runecrafting so fast with effigies anyway. So
I agree that it shouldn't be as fast, and I think that they kind of went overboard on the nerf, because from what I've heard, it's a 55% reduction in drop rate. So you get them about half the time you
ridiculous.
used to be able to.
the
And
drop rate reduction's okay. It's just the only having 5 in your bank is ridiculous.
I don't
I
really
think.
mind that much. But
Oh yeah, I don't
Todd.
understand the whole limiting how many you can have. I think that's ridiculous because I think it's really cool when people like hoard like 100 effigies and like open them all in one go, get from like a really low stat to say 99 rune crafting. I think that's something that people should be allowed to do, and I don't really understand why they've nerfed that.
I guess that I've just come to terms with it. But the
Yeah.
really interesting point about the hoarding of the effigies and opening them all in like one day or something, if anybody uses the site RuneTrack, you'll
Yeah.
see all these EXP records
All
on
the
that
records,
site.
yeah.
They're completely unfathomable now. You cannot get that. You cannot get 10 mil runecrafting XP in one day. It's not possible. So those records are gonna stay there forever.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's good for those people.
yeah, that's good for those people, but it kind of ruined the
Yeah.
record system on that website. I think that they should either reset it or, maybe take those guys off.
I think the problem was close to home because RuneScape kind of just have its own tracking system now with the clan system. So someone could join a clan, open all their refugees, and be rank 1 in that clan for
Oh,
XP
yeah.
gained.
I haven't really been in a clan long enough to know all the stuff about it. I kind of quit all my clans that I joined. I don't know why, I just don't like clans for some reason. But I guess it's happened, so there's really nothing we can do about it, and they've already confirmed that they're not going to change it back. And they're really adamant in the fact that they're not going to change it back.
I don't suppose I'd want them to. It's just the 5 effigy limit, and not being able to open them has been not much of a skill. It makes them a bit, obsolete for me, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry, I'm still gonna get effigies from Slayer and stuff, but it's just not gonna be as common, and I'm just gonna have to open them on the spot, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, if only I could for most of them.
Well,
So,
yeah. Sorry, Sean.
I'm
go
just
ahead.
looking forward
no,
to
sorry, that's
or escape.
Or escape.
what? Oh, right, the tier 4 stuff.
Yeah,
Mhm.
these new
Okay.
auras, they're gonna be epic or something. Maybe a new Jack of Trades aura that'll
Always
give you.
forget to use that.
I remember every time because 6k runecrafting XP is pretty nice.
Yeah.
It's almost 7k now for me. But so our final consensus on the Effigy Nerf. What's everybody think?
Half good, half bad. I'm going to go with.
It just came too late. Again, just like if they wanted to nerf effigies, they should have done it a long time ago.
Yeah.
And not left it this late, really.
I think
Definitely.
Jaggets need more foresight and less hindsight on their updates. I know it's
Yeah.
hard for them to do, but
Yeah.
They need to actually play the game.
yeah,
I
I think they
agree
need a
with
bit more insight into the community and how people play the game and exploit the mechanics.
I mean, they get feedback from the maxed forums or whatever, but they are maxed. They don't need the FGs.
Yeah,
as
they've already
much.
taken full
Exactly.
advantage of it, and they don't need them anymore, eh?
Nor are they the pinnacle of players. Most players aren't like the max players, don't think like them, don't play like them. So I think
Yeah.
asking them for feedback is anti-productive completely.
Yeah. Well, I personally think about the FG Nerf, it's happened, and I kind of am enjoying skilling and getting those skills up and just seeing my account progress. And I was kind of at a standstill with Slayer and stuff, so, I don't really mind it, and it just means I'm going to have to train some runecrafting, so I don't really mind it that much. So, let's move on to the next bit of...
Topic.
Huh?
It's a topic.
Topic, yeah. Bonus EXP weekend. So I know I'm gonna be playing on bonus EXP weekend, and I'm gonna be doing some farm runs and some thieving. So what's everybody else gonna be doing?
Construction. And farming,
Yeah.
I guess. I do a farm run.
I'm trying to decide between Slayer or Hunter.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Construction's definitely one to do. I'll do farming, then construction, then
Yeah.
after the 10 hours or 8 hours, do some summoning.
Aren't you 99 something?
I'm actually 98. I've been not 99 summoning and 138 combat for a very long time.
Oh, you're probably gonna get 99 then.
Yeah, so I might as well get it, I can, so.
That's pretty cool. I wish I get 99 over double XP weekend. But what does anybody know exactly how many double XP weekends we've had so far?
I'd
be the
say
fifth.
3. Oh, okay.
No, I think we've had more than that. We've had two a year for the past 2 years, I think, right?
When did they start?
Yeah.
In March or September? When was the first one?
I
That
think it
I
was
sounds
in
think
March.
it was
So this would be the 6th, right?
something like that. Maybe.
Hold on.
I don't know. I missed the first one or two, actually.
I remember the first one. Because I remember I did summoning on the first one, because the first one they didn't. You could get 2.7 times XP on summoning, so that
Oh, wow.
was ridiculous. Like,
Oh,
oh
I
my
didn't even
god,
know that.
the XP people were getting. I got a ridiculous amount of XP. Like, thing is, I was quite a bit of a noob back then, so I think I only got like 50 something or 60 something summoning from it because I didn't have many charms. But I got that from my level 10 or something, so that's quite cool.
The first one was on the 12th of March, 2010. So yeah, this will be the 6th one that we've had, right?
Oh wow,
Or
that's
maybe
gone
the 5th.
quickly.
Maybe the 5th one actually. I don't even know. I think it's the 5th one.
Okay.
But
Yeah, it would be this.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna be doing thieving and farming. But the last farm run I did on Double XP Weekend, I actually posted as a video response to one of Geo's videos for his Double XP Weekend thing, and I got like 260k farming XP in one go.
Oh wow.
This time the video is gonna be like a redux of it, but it's gonna be like 800k farming XP.
What? What are you gonna do?
2 farm runs in one day.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wait, so you're gonna check them all, plant them all, log out, and wait?
Yep.
Alright, I
16
see.
hours or so. Well, I don't know how long it's gonna take. I'm just gonna have it lobbied all day, basically. Play some Skyrim
Yeah.
or something.
See,
Yeah.
I'm busy this weekend, so I'm gonna have to do construction when I'm on. I don't know if I'm even gonna get the full 10 hours in.
Oh, that
Probably
sucks.
won't, which kind of it's lame, but whatever.
Well, it's only 8 hours, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of just double or bonus EXP, and even at the 8-hour mark, you're not, or even at like a 6-hour mark, you're getting like a what 1.2 modifier. So it's not like the biggest modifier in the world.
Yeah.
So even if you get past those bigger numbers, like into the like 1.5 or something like that, which isn't that long actually, you'll be good. But
Yeah.
I plan on just thieving for
I,
8 hours straight.
Yeah, I really like the way they've done the double XP though, because it's not just like a consistent 2 times. I actually quite like the way it goes from 2.8 down to 1.1, or was it 2.7 down to 1.1? Because that means you can just sort of, if there's something you want to get up quite a bit high and that's really expensive. So, for example, if you're doing herb lore, you could get quite a lot of XP out of that. Then when you get down to 2 times, you could do something else. I think that's quite cool the way they've done that.
The average EXP multiplier over the entire 8 hours is actually like 1.6, so it's pretty
Oh,
close
really?
to 2 times almost actually. So they're not lying when they say it's double or bonus EXP weekend, because you do gain a lot of EXP that day.
Yeah, it saves you a lot of time.
Even if you're not planning anything, you'll still gain a lot of EXP if you just do your regular farm runs and just go around doing Slayer or combat or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever people do regularly. I don't know why anybody wouldn't prepare for Double XP Weekend though, because it's one of those
Yeah,
things.
I mean, there's always the people that buy supplies last minute, you know, waste the whole bank because everything's 2 times more expensive. And that's always interesting.
Another interesting thing that you should think about on Bonus EXP Weekend, and I'm talking to everybody that's listening to this right now, if you buy supplies after Bonus EXP Weekend, they are extremely cheap. Like super sets, prayer potions,
Yeah, prayer potions.
even herbal supplies are cheap because people
Oh,
are,
XP would show some, yeah.
It's usually the products of the suppliers that work out so much cheaper.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, imagine if you have still some like prayer potion supplies left over after Bonus EXP Weekend. You don't want to just do that. I mean, the only reason you did herbal that weekend in the person's mind is that you were getting bonus EXP. So now that that's over, you don't need that anymore. So they just sell it for the lowest, basically, price.
Yeah,
in the
5%
GE.
under, just dump it in the GE.
Yep.
Yeah, remember what happened last bonus XP weekend? So many people stocked up on stuff hoping to earn money that it actually
what I
caused
did.
a crash during the weekend. There's like a small crash of supplies. So if you
Yeah.
bought your
Oh,
supplies
God.
during the weekend, you actually saved money.
I bought 400 mil worth of toasters.
Are you kidding me?
That did not go well for me.
Wow.
What happened was my friend who is quite a good merchanter, and you know I have quite a lot of respect for him, so I kind of took his. I trusted him, and so he put like 800 mil or something ridiculous in. I put about 400 mil in toasters, and they started going up. So I was like, okay, you know, I'm making a profit. It's really cool. What I didn't realize that loads of other people had caught on, and obviously they were stocking up, so it was going up because the demand was going higher and higher. So I just thought it was because of double XP, and it got to double XP, and I think I actually lost like 200 mil from that.
You dumped them all on the same day.
Yeah.
You should have dumped them the day before.
Yeah,
You
it
would
was
have
just
made so much money.
that was horrible Because
Yeah.
I held on to them for like a month or two. It was ridiculous.
Oh, I thought you used them during bonus XP.
Oh no, no.
Yeah.
200 mil worth of 400 mil worth of toasters. I couldn't use that many. That'd be like a lot of overloads. A lot.
So I'm pretty much just gonna be really focused on skilling that day, but
Yeah.
I think that everybody is. I don't
Mouse keys and all. Already can't waste a single game tick.
I don't know if you can use mouse keys in Pyramid Plunder. We just have to look into that.
You
Probably
can use mouse
not.
keys anywhere.
Yeah, but sometimes it'd be counterproductive to use mouse keys in places.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I won't be that like hardcore about it. I'll kind of just chill and do it and whatever.
Okay, so that's about it for Double XP, or Bonus EXP Weekend, as they call it.
Yeah.
So we'll just move on to the graphical rework of all the armors that just recently happened, which I made a video about. I don't know if anybody else here did.
I did, then I removed it because I made a video about before the update. I made a video looking at the armors on the GE, and I was like, "Oh, that looks okay. Oh, this looks okay." And then after the update, I was like, I can't have people thinking I thought the armor looked okay because it just looks horrible.
Nice.
So I removed that.
I don't know. I bought some stuff from the GE and made a small video about it. Did you make a video about it, Gio? I forget.
No, not really, but I did talk about it in the video. I actually liked the armor update. For
Yeah,
the
me
most
too.
part, anyway.
Some
Well,
of it.
How?
Well, apart from Rune, that just looks ghastly. Apart from the
Robocop.
Robocop helmet, that's awesome.
You look like RoboCop.
Wow.
But I think most of it looks pretty sweet. But the
Well,
issue is, like we talked about before, it leaves some of the game out. But I imagine they'll get around to that eventually.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
get around to every single armor piece in the game at some point.
Does
I like how
anybody-
the
Sorry.
I like how the heraldic is actually like it's different now. It's not just a different pattern. It's like different colors and stuff. I guess I don't know. I like it though.
Does anybody, or does everybody have like their favorite piece or their
No,
least
I hate it
hated
all.
piece? Least hated, then?
Varrock armor, for sure.
I guess I looked at Fire's torso. That didn't look too bad. That's kind of not a big deal though. I mean, the BCP didn't look too bad. The balance chestplate didn't look too bad, but the tassets just ruin it. Like, I don't know what the hell. That's oh.
Oh
The
yeah.
The
That's
Slayer
it.
helmet looks great.
Yeah, the Slayer helmet
really?
looks really good, yeah.
Especially if you've got it coloured in, it looks awesome. Like, coloured in from the Loyalty Rewards. I look like Optimus Prime, so...
They did forget to do it the first day for the
Yeah,
red color
I
one.
was really happy. I thought, oh, they've left it so I can wear the old Slayer helmet. And
Mine
then I
was
got one
enchanted.
later and it updated it, and I was like, fuck. Ugh.
If you had yours enchanted, then it already updated the first day. Because
Yeah.
mine was.
Mine was just normal, so apparently they just forgot to do the original version of the helmet, but they did the enchanted version. I don't know. They must have messed up with like IDs or something. I don't know.
I'll tell you. Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'll tell you what looks the worst though is Void. Have you seen the Void
Oh.
range helm?
Void.
the
like,
range, sure.
What the hell?
I wasted
Just-
300k looking at all the different colors of the Void too, after the fact, and I decided to stay or go with the black version of it because it looks the least bad. Like, or I don't even know how if you could say that least bad, but it does.
Yeah, I like the melee helm for Void, it looks kind of sweet.
Yeah, the melee helm looks pretty badass, and the mage one's not bad either, but the range is
It's
just
just the range is like morphed into your face. You can't even see it.
the clipping is not even working with your hair yet. It's like
Yeah.
part of my hair's going through the mask.
And there are quite a lot of glitches with the armor as well. Like if you wore the black plate body or black chain body, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That made your top invisible, which just congratulations, Jaget's good testing there.
QA
And the
testers win.
yeah, and the proselyte, if you like the dance, the troubadour dance, or whatever, it stretched, and you could
Yeah,
actually
same
look like
with-
you had a massive boner, which is quite funny. Actually.
Yeah, if you rested also, it was awesome.
And that's if you
I-
even got the.
I-
That's even if they or even saw the Proslite armor yet, because they did miss it on the first day. They
Yeah,
didn't update
what was
it.
up with that?
I don't know.
Why
They
did-
must have just missed a few things.
Oh, they're like, oh, derp, we missed it. Let's throw something together in 5 minutes and update that tomorrow. There you go.
On the subjects of favorites, I think my favorite piece of the entire of all of it is probably the fighter torso. Just because it looks so much more like armor now instead of just like a piece of gray body that you wear. Like there's no like straps or anything to put it on you. It just looks like you like put it over you and like they gutted out a fighter or whatever and just there you
Yeah.
go. It looks a lot better now. It looks actually like somebody cut off the skin of the fighter and put it on the armor or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It looks cool.
Yeah. It
I
has
don't-
more defined six-pack or something, doesn't it?
It looks
Yeah.
kind of like
Muscly.
Roman armor or something.
And you like get buff arms if you wear it. I don't know if you noticed that.
I haven't
that's-
actually.
They bounced.
I think that my Slayer outfit looks pretty badass now. Looks better than Bando's.
The other night I actually went and completed the Varrock, the hard task I think it is for the Varrock Armor 3, just because it looks so awesome.
Yeah, I had that in my bank and I put it on and it looks similar to Torso actually, but I like that one too. I think it looks a lot. I think that they made the armor more practical looking too, except for the black and
Yeah.
the black armor just looks ridiculous now. I don't even
The
know why they
helmet.
did it. It looks better than Torva.
Mm.
just
What you guys should do though is go to the wilderness and just watch all the people fighting in Rune. It just looks like the most ridiculous thing.
I haven't
Like,
been in the wilderness.
it's horrible. Just go in, you see all these people like shiny blue.
Oh my god, RoboCop's fighting other RoboCop!
Sean, was it your video where you fought the guy and he ended up he was wearing black D-hide the whole time?
Yeah, I thought he was wearing like thorax or something, but it was freaking.
Yeah.
I killed him and I right click. It's like black D-hide. Like what? No, thank you. Oh, that was annoying. Yeah.
I don't know. I generally like the armor update overall, but some of the things that they updated just look stupid. Like my most hated would be the Infinity Boots because I love the
Oh
Infinity
yeah,
Boots.
I loved Infinity Boots before. I always wore them for my sexy outfits, and now it looks bad.
I actually went to the major arena and got me a pair myself, and
Oh wow.
they that's actually my favorite armor set in the game, and I've earned a set of it before, but it's really it's not hard. It's just really long.
Yeah,
It takes
some
so
time.
long, but I think that everything else about the set looked fine.
Yeah, the hat looks better because I remember when they released that on the Mercenary, it looked really bad. I think they changed that.
Yeah.
By
obviously,
player
'cause-
feedback,
did.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good because if they'd brought that one in, that just looked like the freaking sorting hat from Harry Potter. It's like
It
silly.
was the same style as the original wizard hat. It was
Yeah.
the same shape.
It's just
Yeah.
kind of like more updated. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, it just looks better.
More shiny.
Shiny. There's like decals on it.
So I
Shiny
don't really
hat.
like the color of Infinity now. It looks kind of weird.
I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of the different colors, but I saw some guy walking around with brown Infinity, I guess, and it looked like he had a big piece of poop on his
Who
head.
was the brown Infinity?
I don't know.
What about the blue one?
It looked
That's
horrible
why
though.
Yeah, it looks like, I just took it and shoved it up my arse and then.
Here's your hat, sir. Kind of stinks though. I don't know. I'm probably still gonna go get a set Infinity on this account though. Eventually. I still have the boots. I haven't sold them, but they've crashed a lot.
I can imagine.
And if they update them again and people just try to buy them out of the GE, I'm gonna make money because I'm probably gonna buy some just to invest, because they're
Yeah.
extremely cheap right now. I think they're like 500 and 600K compared
Oh,
to
wow,
like
really?
1.3 mils is how they used to be. But
Yeah.
I don't recommend anybody goes out and buys a whole bunch of Infinity boots though, because I don't want to get ranted at.
Oh, too late.
I actually
Anyway.
had a moment the
sorry.
other day with the armor as one of the problems, but the problem for like a few weeks. I followed at level 30 and I was like, how the fuck is he wearing Tova? I didn't process it right until I noticed it was black armor. This was before I'd seen Tova,
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
Tova.
black armor looks so fucking awesome. It looks more powerful than any other armor of
Yeah.
the metal
Yeah.
chain, Rune, Mithril, etc.
if you actually look at the black armor though, it just looks really good because of the red like shirt that you're wearing under it. It's like a big poofy shirt or big poofy like fabric thing that's coming out of your armpits and stuff and like around your arms and stuff. But if you actually look at the armor itself, it's actually just like a plate mail with no like protection around the arms or around the neck or anything. So it actually looks less defensive if you look at it. And then if you go and look at Mithril or Addy, it's just like everything around you is covered and there's no like way
Yeah.
to get a sword in and like cut your neck or anything. Because if you look at it practically like that, then you'll realize that they just made it look beefier and beefier every level, and then at the last, at Rune, they made you look like RoboCop.
A really buff Robocop.
Yeah, a big buff RoboCop.
That's why when I put Rune on, I look like 10 times more buff than I would with any other armor. It's strange.
And then have you guys seen Dragon?
I think so.
Once.
I've seen the med helm on bots, and that's all.
On bots. I think that the med helm like makes you look like what's his name? The Daredevil.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or Batman with like a red hat or something.
Yeah, so we got loads of superheroes. We got Optimus Prime, Invisible Woman with the glitch black from Fantastic Four. Got everything.
Oh,
Shit.
what was that?
Okay. Little dominoes on my desk, all the bottles.
Oh.
Okay.
Time
Sorry.
to clean up.
Now we have to start over. God.
Yeah. Again.
Anyway, so Sean, you hate the update.
Yes, it was though I didn't have as strong reaction to it as I did with the Barrows, because this was just expected. I knew they wouldn't be able to pull off a good update with reworking all the armors in the game pretty much. I knew that I wouldn't enjoy it anyway, so yeah, I was prepared in a way.
Skylar, your opinion
Because
was
it's
like
good
mixed.
and bad. Yeah.
And then Gio, you were also mixed, kind of, right?
Yeah, I think it's more good than bad. I appreciate the updates.
Yeah, I appreciate it too, to be honest. A lot. I think everybody that had like Void and stuff is kind of pissed off, and everybody had Infinity Boots and yeah. But people that had like those trimmed armors and stuff from before that
Or
update,
Armadillo.
or Armadale, yeah, we haven't even talked
That
about
looks
Armadale,
sweet.
have we? Armadale looks pretty badass.
That's okay. Yeah.
It's rose in price a lot recently because of it, and I don't think I'll ever be able to afford a set now. But it's pretty interesting how they made you look more bird-like, but the helmet looks so good now compared to how it used to look.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked at it too much, but I think it looks similar to the most similar to the concept art that I saw.
Yeah.
Everything else doesn't really look like the concept art, to be honest. And then the guy in Falador or whatever, the mercenary dude, he looked. I think that they didn't tweak it too much, but they did do some tweaks on it. I think they tweaked out the helmet a little bit and the chest plate and stuff. But
Yeah, he had a boss dark bow over there.
oh yeah, the dark bow. I wonder when we're gonna be seeing the next batch of weapon updates, to be honest, because they haven't updated some of the weapons in a long time. Like dark bow's been looking the same since it came out.
Oh yeah.
And
They're gonna do something with a whip again, I'm sure.
Dragon Mace, never updated. Ever. It looks the same, just a big spiky bolt.
Or the battle axe, I don't think.
No, the Battle Axe either, yeah. And the DDS looks the same as it has for a long time. Everything really, all the weapons look the same. Like, the whips changed a lot over the years, and God Swords changed a little bit.
For sure.
No, we
Oh,
need
the
dual wielding
deep
weapons. We don't need weapon update. We just need dual wielding
Oh
weapons.
God, no.
2 rapiers.
No.
Yes.
Ja, ja, ja. 40,
that
40,
would look
40,
fun.
40, 40. That'd be pretty badass, actually. I don't know if they would put that much overpowered gear into the game, though.
Yeah, I mean, PKing's pretty much dead already. If they did that, that'd be pretty
Yeah, that'd
bad.
be true.
They'd sort that stuff out first.
Speaking of overpowered gear, in before level 90 armor gives like 2,000 HP boost.
Yeah, gosh.
You get it from a mini game or something.
Oh, that's
Next armor's just
the
dropped
the
another.
port thing, isn't it?
Yeah. The new
Yeah.
port thing that they announced at RuneFest or whatever. The player-owned
Yeah.
port.
The player owned what?
You
Player-owned
didn't watch the
port.
videos about
I'm so out of sync.
the player-owned ports they're putting into the game this year, probably.
A port is in where you hold a ship.
Yeah,
Yep.
you
Yeah.
can own your own port and.
Oh, sailing.
skill.
That's it. Sailing.
Yeah, they made jokes about that. I think.
Yeah, they did. They had like a sailing skill icon on the screen when they were doing it, or something like that. But basically, what the concept of that is you recruit ship captains to go to far off lands and get you like pieces of like materials to make new
They
armor.
call them recipes to
Oh
make.
yeah.
And after you get so much of the stuff, after like months and months of saving it up, you get the level 90 armor that you can make if you have the smithing level to make it, and the other. I'm sure it's gonna require every something from every skill, like production skills at least, to be able to make the armor. So like fletching and crafting, smithing, stuff like that. It's all gonna be in there. But yeah, they're probably gonna make it way too overpowered though.
Yeah, maybe.
And speaking of that too, they have that update
Crossbow?
to the update to the armor where they're gonna add HP to each armor or something.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
What's
know.
that?
I didn't even
Uh,
know about this.
Apparently, it's rumored that they're gonna be making each armor set have an HP boost,
Oh, for fuck's sake, really?
and it's not gonna be a very good HP boost, but it's gonna be slightly significant, I guess. Not as
Where
good
was
as
this
like Nexus.
mentioned?
It's just like a rumor going around. I don't know if it's actually
So it's
in the
probably just
making.
bullshit.
Well, I don't know.
Probably.
So basically like damage soaking sort of thing, but with hit points.
Yeah,
Why don't they just get rid of damage soaking then? Like, I don't understand.
I don't know.
Ugh, Jagex!
Maybe they're making room for more powerful equipment. That's what I was
Okay,
thinking.
well I hope that is just a rumor and it's not something that's actually being considered.
So
'Cause that will piss me off.
we'll go on to the next part of the agenda here. The gnome graphical rework. Why is
It's
that
really
on our
nothing.
list?
There's not much to discuss. Those are the wood changed,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
kind of it.
Lighting.
Yeah, they added lighting effects and bloom, and they made trees.
It
That's
looks better, but it's really nothing that's going to affect
Yeah,
immediate
just-
gameplay.
There's no. I went through the agility course a couple times just to see
Yeah, I
if
was
it was
doing
any
that today.
different. And they actually did change the timings on the agility course a little bit, because I did
Oh
go
yeah, it's a
around
bit
it all.
quicker, isn't it?
Well,
Like
it's
very slightly.
there's some parts that are quicker and some parts that are just like, if I would have clicked there before, you would have went running, and if I click there now, you don't.
now it walks,
and
yeah.
it doesn't do anything really.
Yeah. So maybe it's the same speed, it's just at some point it looks faster, some slower. So it
And I did-
averages out.
I did find a glitch day of release actually.
Oh,
You
Bug.
run across the board and then you go across the little pipe swing or the little wood handlebar thing. I don't even know what the hell they're
Oh
called.
yeah, we like
Swinging
jump
bars.
and thing this thing, right?
And you actually landed not on the platform to go down, but you landed outside of the platform, just floating in midair, and you had to like
you just walk out
teleport
of it?
away or something. I had to teleport away to get out, actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but I thought it was gonna be like one of those no-clip glitches where you could just run around up in the sky or something, but it didn't work
That'd be
out to be like that. It would have been cool actually, but I don't know. Not
But-
many people were actually training agility that day because everybody was wrapped up in the armor updates. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, how often do you go to Gnome Village unless you're doing a farm run or something
farm
like that?
runs and agility,
Yeah.
and maybe if you're starting a new account, you have to go over there for a few quests, but that's
But
about it.
yeah.
Well, I suppose it's more of changing the gameplay for new players and people exploring those lands who've not been there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But
Or through
the
open
gnome, I've always said that the gnome stronghold needs a update, like really bad, and I was kind of glad to see it come. And it seems like the frame rates really haven't changed over in that area either, so they kind of fixed that out and figured
I
it
was
out.
doing some of the dwarf quest, and wow, they look so terrible.
The dwarf quest. What dwarf quest? I forget what.
There was one, I forget what it was called, but I had to like decide whose head would be on top of the statue. I forget.
Oh yeah, the
Giant dwarf,
King of the
maybe?
Doors maybe.
Yeah.
Or for that.
Well, that's really it for the graphical reworks or the graphical updates or whatever you want to call them. So,
Yeah.
has anybody been to a Clan Citadel to see any of the new clan stuff?
No.
So we can just
I
like
have
basically
not.
skip right over that because I have no idea what they
Yeah,
changed.
I haven't been in a clan with a clan
Well-
set in quite some months.
I'll mention this. They added more options for admins, and then they basically added these capes to give you more EXP, and they also gave you EXP lamps if you're really active in the clan.
Yeah, so just a
Yeah.
bit more productive to look after your clan, but
Yeah, it's
no major change. So.
They just kind of corrected some of their mistakes that they made when they originally released Clan Citadels and made it.
Maybe they should just remove citadels altogether.
I don't understand
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
What's this on the list? Race costumes? What the fuck is that?
oh
Can I
Oh,
just
yeah,
dress
the
up as like a black guy or? It's a
The
completely different race.
the loyalty reward thing. Well, the race costumes I meant by that, I meant like the werewolf costume, and I think they have another one. It's like an
Oh.
elf
Oh
costume.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, you can dress up as a werewolf. Awesome.
And they just released concept art over it, and the costumes look like you're trying to be a furry. So yeah, running around as a furry. That's the new loyalty reward points. 50k loyalty reward points to look like a dog.
Well, there's
Take
something
2
for the
years
role-playing
to-
server, right?
What?
Oh yeah.
That's for the role-playing server.
I don't even want to
Yeah,
know what
the-
they're role playing over there.
People are into
Hey,
that
you can
stuff,
dress
you
up
know.
as a dog.
Werewolf, I guess.
Oh, okay.
A wolf. It's like a wolf costume. It's all baggy on you and stuff.
I hope it looks good. Like, it doesn't actually just look like a piece of crap, really. I hope it looks
Uh,
cool.
This is Jagex.
Yeah, this is Jackie's. That's the thing.
I'm pretty
So, yeah.
excited about the tier 4 auras though.
Yeah, are they actually adding new auras, or is it just like?
You
Well,
know,
I don't keep up with auras.
with
Like,
with every
what's gonna be-
update, they kind of add new auras along with the tier 4s to
Yeah.
start like a
Yeah.
new tier, like a new aura tier inside that aura tier. It's weird. It's like
Yeah.
they added what is it, wisdom, but the last update, and that's a tier 4 aura, I think, and that is the first aura in the tier, or the
Oh,
first
okay.
aura in
What
the
is
set.
it? What's it do?
It gives you like a static exp bonus while you're.
I think it's 1.1, isn't it?
No, it's not 1.1.
While you're doing what?
It's less than
I
that.
could actually go check right now. I'm at like the place already.
But it's a decent like update, I guess.
I don't like the wings on them. I'm not drinking a can of Red Bull, If they even say
Oh,
that in
yeah.
America, Red Bull gives you wings. Then.
Yeah, they do.
But yeah, I don't like the wings. I think the rather strange. And
Yeah. I won't
Um,
spend my
The new
rewards.
emotes are gonna be awesome. I'm so excited.
oh my god, the raffle copter mode.
God.
We're gonna be flying through the air with our brand new raffle copter. Oh my gosh.
Do you remember those gnome copters?
That's what it reminds me of, actually. That's what I think of when I see a rafflecopter in my head on RuneScape. I kind of just skip over the emotes every time because I really don't
Yeah.
plan on buying any of them.
I don't
But-
know. What the thing is with the loyalty rewards is I go through it and I'm like, I don't need any of these things, but I don't want to spend my points because there might be something in the future that I might need. And it takes so long to build stuff up and buy something. I don't know. I feel anything I buy, I feel like I'm wasting points on. If you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because well, technically, if you
spam it.
buy a tier 1 aura, it's an investment because a new tier of that aura comes out with each.
Yeah. I
tier
mean, I've got the
update.
sharpshooter and Jack of Trades. I bought the sharpshooter the day it came out, the royalty reward thing.
Yeah,
But I don't use it. Like, I forget about it already.
I have the
Okay.
sure-footed and the jacket trades.
The wisdom aura, it increases all XP gained by 2.5%.
For how long?
30 minutes.
And what's the cooldown?
I don't know. I just ran away. One sec.
Probably like 6 hours or something.
Oh,
Maybe 24 hours, actually. I don't know.
I just have the vampirism one, and I used it for the fight kill, and that's it.
24 hours cooldown.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not very good, to be honest.
Yeah.
Jacket trades
I
is much
mean,
better.
yeah, that's meh.
Yeah. Well, I'm just excited to see if there's gonna be another tier of the Jacket Trades aura, because somebody put that
Yeah.
idea in my head, and it's just in my head now. I really wish I had some loyalty reward points, like 50k, that I could, buy it when it comes out. But
I don't know how many I have, honestly.
I
Yeah,
can't
twice
imagine
out.
them doing it though, like with the new Jacket Trades aura, because it's already easy enough to just train 10 skills really quickly. It's not gonna be that much harder to train 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Karasi gives you 5 skills right there.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that's what I do.
if the Jack of Trades aura comes out with a new tier, it's gonna give you like 20k XP or something. And that would be really, really overpowered. Unless it's like weekly, then it would be fine. Like 1 week, like recharge our downtime.
Maybe
Yeah.
a 48-hour recharge even. That'd be not so bad.
Yeah. But that's even still like doing penguins every 2
Yeah.
days. That's kind of that's kind of messed up. But
But you gotta save your points on it, So, who knows?
I don't know. Well, I think how long have we been doing this? I forget.
Nearly 1 hour now.
Okay.
So we do need to
we need to get
you know,
through some of these
wrap
more.
up. Those people are going to be falling asleep. Anybody who's still listening now is.
Wake up.
Yeah.
30-minute rant videos, Gio. Come on now.
Well,
Yeah, but that's just me speaking. That's way more interesting.
I'll go off this list
Okay.
and pick the most important things really. And there's only really 2 things that are really important left on the list to talk about. So, which one do you think we should
I
go
think
over?
the bottom 2 are probably.
Yeah, the transport and navigation system, definitely.
Are you
Mhm.
kidding?
I think that kind of reshapes RuneScape. It
Yeah,
depends
that
on how they're
does.
useful. It could be useful for training spots, or it could be massively useful for noobs. It depends how they target it. But it could completely change training spots and questing.
Oh yeah.
Slayer, even Slayer. It just depends what they're there for. Are they there for noobs, or are they there for immediate gameplay for older players?
Like RuneShark was talking about having your own like gate stones out of engineering and just like around
Oh, that would be
anywhere.
interesting.
Well,
But
that'd
then,
way too fast to do some stuff there.
yeah,
Fake gates,
like Frost
Oh,
Dragon,
like ZMI.
banking, stuff like that.
ZMI, yeah, just leave a gate zone there and teleport back and forth.
Yeah, so I don't think that
that'd
would
be
work
too
out.
intense.
Yeah.
Maybe like the Wicked Hood. The Wicked Hood gives you 2 teleports a day. Could be something
Yeah,
like
something like that, I suppose.
I think that the general idea with the transport and navigation system that they were talking about is just teleports around different places around RuneScape that are near towns. Like
Yeah, so each major town will probably
They-
have. And
yeah, they were talking
Yeah.
about like Lunar Isles. If you've gone there and done a certain thing, or gone there and discovered the location, you can get this new system of teleports that takes you there.
Yeah.
But they've kind of really it used to be so hard to get to the Lunar Isle, you know? Like
Yeah.
you had to go and take the boat, or you had to get a teleport, or if you were on Lunar, you had to home teleport. But if you weren't on Lunar, you had to go to Relica, take the boat, and then you were there, and you had to run up, turn your altar, or go to the altar, and if you didn't have tabs from Great Orb Project at least. But now there's like the amulet that takes you there. There's home tellies.
The Wicked
There's
Hood.
Wicked Hood. There's the regular telly.
it'd be cool if they have
Yeah.
like a centralized hub. So, for example, in Har-Aken, there's a teleport to every major town in there, and you can
Oh, yeah.
teleport directly to that hub.
That would be
Mhm.
very, very overpowered.
I don't know so
Like-
much. It's just an easy access to different towns. I suppose it would really affect some training
I
spots.
think it'll be good for people who just don't really, because I think for me it would still be easy just to get a teleport tab out of my bank, but
Yeah.
for some people, like when you're at that level where you basically walk everywhere, you can't teleport, don't have money for
Yeah.
tabs, that sort of stuff. So I think
Especially
it's really
free-to-play.
aimed at them. Yeah, free to play people
Were they
really.
talking about doing this for free to play too?
I'm pretty sure they are.
That's actually a good thing then, because
Yeah.
a lot of free to play players don't even have the magic level to be able to teleport into
Yeah.
towns like
Yeah.
Falador, and most people have the Lumbridge and Varrock, but then it takes forever to get to Falador if you walk from Edgeville or walk from Varrock or wherever you're walking
Mhm.
from. It's still a long walk, and there's really not that much in Falador for free to players, but
I remember
you have
when
the
the,
Mining Guild and stuff there. Sorry.
When I completed the Lumbridge task, like the hard ones or whatever, I got that cabbage port. I was
Yeah.
amazed.
Yeah, it takes you right there.
I still haven't got
I can-
that.
I haven't got that
Well.
either, so.
It's so good. That was like one of the first things I ever got.
Mhm.
But yeah, I agree that it's gonna be helpful to newer players, but I still think that higher level players are gonna opt to go to their house because it's basically the hub right there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I have all those portals.
Yeah. But for free, I mean, then there's really no point to the house portals in your house, except for the whole like prayer altar and stuff and glory and stuff like
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it really depends on to what extent these places can teleport you to. Because, in a house teleport, I can teleport to, Carroll, as in Canifis. But I don't think they'll put Canifis as one of the places you can teleport with the transport
Yeah,
system.
I don't
But you
think so
never
either.
know. Yeah, just be interesting to see.
Maybe like Artie, Varrock, and Folly or something like that.
Yeah.
that. Okay. Well, I don't know if there's really anything else to talk about that. I'm looking forward to all these updates really, so I don't really care which order they come in. Mortania Achievement Diary or new PvP weapons or new PvP ammo.
I think PvP would be more interesting.
Morchan is a gay area. I really don't want to do an achievement area there.
Same with
I've given up
Karagama,
all the
but-
quests there. Just
Well,
can't be bothered.
I don't really know much about this new ammo, but Well, from what they said, you have to go into the wild and you have to cut the trees down there and you have to fletch it there and make the bolts there or something. So
Yeah,
it sounds like a pretty good haven for PKers to go hang out and kill skillers, really.
yeah. Have you seen
Yeah.
the video?
It's almost like it's in response to the the wilderness.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
video.
I was about to
Yeah,
say
the
that.
documentary style thing.
I think they're not doing themselves any favors here, Jagex, though, because a lot of people have been criticizing them for basically destroying the wildy and all these armors and all that sort of stuff. And if any of you guys are big on PK or anything, you'll know that hybriding is pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the big problems for people who go hybriding is all the people that rag you with range, and this is kind of just not really helping them because better PvP ammo for people with range. So it's going to encourage raggers to just go around ranging people even more. So
I don't know. I think that there should be a system in the wild. If you have one item and you're scald with it, you should just lose it, and the item protection doesn't work. That would be really gay though if you're just.
I think it should be
having fun with
if they
your friends.
detect that you're being an arsehole, you should just get automatically banned.
Asshole detection system.
Exactly.
That's some advanced AI right there.
I like the old bounty hunter system, where you like went inside the cave or whatever, and you ran around
Yeah.
with the blue and red skulls over your head.
Then you have to have a certain like GP
Amount of risk, yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
to get-
Well,
get
you could
in.
like tell the difference or something.
Yeah,
I
you can
forget.
tell someone's risking it. So you could just be like, if someone comes up to you or risking nothing, you can tell. So that was good. But
And the tar-
we
all that.
we voted for the wildy back, so but
Yeah,
they
a lot
just
of,
need
I
to
think a
fix
lot
it.
of people would as the wild is now, I think a lot of people would probably vote to go back to PvP worlds or bounty hunter.
I mean,
To be honest,
I love
I
free
just think they should
trade.
add them in.
yeah, they still
Yeah,
have the
but this-
area over there.
The thing is, players don't do themselves any favors because it's inevitable that the wild will change when the game changes. So you have game updates and the wild suffers because of it because the game inevitably changes, or you suffer
Yeah.
from game updates and the wild remains the same. So
Yeah,
it's just gonna happen.
it doesn't adapt.
Yeah, I think PKers need to learn to adapt. I think it's a problem.
Well, a lot of
Adapt more
PKers
to the game
a lot of
because it's not going to
PKers
change.
are,
Just embrace it as it is.
a lot of PKers are getting pretty pissed off though with the raggers and the one itemers and the rushers and just the people that run out with like a crassy sword.
PJing, stuff like that.
Yeah,
I suppose that's what you should be ready for in the wilderness. No honor, no nothing. You should just be ready to
yeah.
people doing anything to kill each other, just being bastards
Mhm.
generally. I think you should be ready for that. That's almost like what the wilderness video I saw was trying to get towards. You should go into the wilderness prepared for anything, which means newbie one itemers and. I mean, they piss me off as much as the next guy, but I just know it's part of the wilderness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess it's a lot of the time it does come down to the community. Like people say, "Oh, RS in 2007 was so much better," but that was basically because of the community. I'd say
Yeah, if RuneScape had not changed since 2007, instead they'd be complaining that RuneScape's not changed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's always something to complain about as a
I
problem.
don't
Yeah,
think that
exactly.
many people would still be playing RuneScape if it hadn't changed in 2007, because a lot of people would have gotten bored. I
Yeah,
think
'cause
that a
what's
lot of
missed
these
about-
people, a lot of the
Yes.
people that like the RS 2007 just like it because of the nostalgia. But eventually
Yeah.
that nostalgia, it's not there because you've done it too much. And if it wouldn't have changed, there wouldn't be any nostalgia at all. So people are going to play, like, all these private servers are coming out for, like, RS 2000
RS
whatever.
2006. Yeah.
And they're going to be like, oh, this is kind of cool. And then a few months later, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going back to real RS because I can't rest, or I can't, I don't have infinite run energy, basically, or something.
Yeah.
There's no
That's a good
necks,
question.
or, stuff like that. It's just going to piss people off, and they're just going to leave. The way I see it, at least.
I think the nostalgia is more about that you were a noob at that time, because when you're more of a noob, and
Yeah.
everything's cool and new. And
Yeah,
then when
exploring.
I don't think it's that the game's changed. I think it's just people become accustomed to the game. That's definitely it for me, anyway.
I still feel like a noob sometimes, so I enjoy those moments when I'm
Yeah,
like,
well,
oh.
yeah, me too. Having said that.
Yeah, I think you said that in a couple videos, actually. But you're still a noob anyway, Gio, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
Definitely.
never feel that way because I'm just not a noob. So.
So pro. this
Fuck
guy.
you.
Anyway, I think we should be cutting it off pretty soon here, because, how long have we been going? Like an hour and a half?
About an hour
An
now, and
hour.
that's just about a decent time. And people will comment letting us know,
Okay.
what kind of time they want, guys listening.
Yeah.
We
comment.
should probably really quick talk about like what we have planned for
Future
the future of the
plans.
podcast and stuff. And you're pretty adamant on what you're gonna do, Gio. So you can explain that because I have no idea what you had planned.
Yeah, I want to hear
Do
the
you want me to outro the video then?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Go for it.
Just go for it. Okay, guys, so this was our first podcast. We do plan to have them available on the website as well, and you can download the MP3 so you don't just have to listen to it on YouTube, and it's not directly associated with YouTube. Obviously, this is the first way to watch it and the main medium for you to watch it. We have lots of stuff to talk about over the coming weeks, and obviously, you guys can give us suggestions or feedback or questions you'd like us to talk about, as more interaction with you guys is perfect, especially if you have your questions to answer, your feedback to work upon, or any particular aspects of the game you'd like us to look at. Yeah, we do have a lot planned. We'll probably see them on my channel until they get going. They'll perhaps have their own channel for them. We'll see how that goes. But you will be able to see them available on my channel and everyone's channel who's been talking in the podcast. They'll be linked in the description of whoever uploads the video. And that's about it, guys, for our first podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, be sure to click the thumbs up button and make a comment, a suggestion, a question, or just troll. And if you really enjoyed it, be sure to favorite, and you can subscribe to me and subscribe to everyone else in the description of this video.
See you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.